In the Fox Spotlight tonight, the debate continues about whether or not to legalize medical marijuana, not just across the country, but right here in the Commonwealth.
It's an issue impacting some families, including one here in the Valley. WHSV's Morgan Donnelly digs into the debate in a story you'll see only on WHSV.
You're about to meet two families who find themselves at the center of the medical marijuana debate, fighting against lawmakers and government agencies to change the medicine their children get in order to save their lives, each using a form of medical marijuana.
And a picture.
She can light up a room with her laugh.
Well, then there he is.
She's so full of energy, sometimes you miss her running around the house.
Good job.
Lucy Roden is like most toddlers. She can even name every Disney character in her toy chest.
Donald Duck.
At any given moment, though, Lucy's world can freeze. Since she was a baby, Lucy has suffered from seizures like this one.
It's okay, baby.
Some last for minutes, others last for hours.
I worry every day that this is the day that she's going to die. I worry every time that she has a seizure that this is going to be the time that she doesn't come back from it.
Shortly after her first birthday, Lucy was diagnosed with Dravet syndrome, forcing her to take 6 different medications to try and control her seizures and handle the medicine's side effects, such as loss of appetite and insomnia.
It seems like every time we have to give her a new medication, I get a new Lucy. I don't know if I've ever gotten to know the actual child that is mine.
Roden says saving Lucy's life could be inside this bottle. It's oil from a marijuana plant called Charlotte's Web. It contains such low levels of THC, her mother says Lucy couldn't get high.
Dear Virginia Legislature, my name is Jennifer Collins and I live in Colorado, even though I would like nothing more than to still be living in Virginia.
8 months ago, Jennifer Collins' mother moved her from Virginia, leaving behind her father and sister to move to Colorado so she could try medical marijuana and reduce the number of seizures she was having, which on average was 300 a day.
It shouldn't be so hard to treat your child, to get your child the medical care they need. It just shouldn't be such a struggle. We shouldn't have to separate our family.
5 months of taking Charlotte's Web, Jennifer has 85 to 90% fewer seizures, according to her mother, and she's improving, regaining her ability to remember things, something she lost while on normal medication, taking 14 pills a day.
I do think it's good. It's been kind of a mixed thing, though, because Jennifer herself has said, you know, I'll just take the seizures back and I want to go home.
Right now, medical marijuana is a Schedule I drug. It's in the same category as cocaine and methamphetamine. But back in 1979, the Virginia General Assembly passed a law allowing anyone to use medical marijuana if they were treating glaucoma or cancer. It's federal law, though, that prevents anybody from possessing, prescribing, or transporting marijuana into Virginia.
I think it's much better to have doctors and pharmacists and the regular system working, because then you get real data.
Recently, Virginia Republican Congressman Morgan Griffith put forth legislation to make marijuana a Schedule II drug, to take it out of the not currently accepted medical use category and allow research on the drug, so let doctors prescribe it in states where you can legally have it, like Virginia.
The bill doesn't go as far as Colorado or Washington might want it, or the crazy California plan, as I often call it, but it allows real doctors with real pharmacists and real distributors, controlled by and under the laws of the United States, to use true marijuana if it can be used in a real way medicinally.
However, Valley Congressman Bob Goodlatte says marijuana is a dangerous drug.
I don't think a solution to this would be to legalize marijuana. With regard to medical marijuana, there are no studies out there that support any finding that medical marijuana helps with any illness of any kind.
The view about medical marijuana could change, especially after new information coming out of a Capitol Hill hearing with the Food and Drug Administration.
Marijuana contains compounds with potential to provide important new treatments for important diseases, and rigorous studies are needed to assess their potential and, where appropriate, deliver new drugs for use by Americans.
Through the drug approval process, the FDA is performing an analysis on medical marijuana to make an appropriate recommendation to the Drug Enforcement Agency about rescheduling marijuana.
It has got to be the year. It's been too long.
But for these two families, they say they hope to change the opinion of lawmakers with every picture and letter.
My family is totally split up, and it's killing me to see my mom this way.
To get the drug rescheduled sooner rather than later. But the wait for the next drug or medication could mean the difference between a normal life or death.
Dravet syndrome lost 14 children last year. 14.
Medical marijuana is debated not only on Capitol Hill, but right here in our community. We wanted to get your take on the issue. Should medical marijuana like Charlotte's Web be legalized? It's up on our Facebook page, WHSV TV3. Beth says, I don't think we need any more substances. Nothing against anyone. Personally, just my opinion. And Donna says, yes, I suffer with migraines and an eating disorder. It would probably be a lot safer than the medications my doctors keep trying to put me on without all the side effects. And for more information on medical marijuana and to watch extended interviews, log on to onlyonwhsv.com and click on this story. In the studio, Morgan Donnelly, WHSV.